Hello, everyone. So nice to see you guys. It's been a while. Yes, indeed, Layla. Carol, how you doing, Carol? How you doing, Carol? Carrie Ritter, Copa Queen, Ailsine, Angie, Sassini, Kimberly, Stephanie Lemons, Linga, Stacy, Linda Brown, Jennifer Lee, Jennifer Harrison, how you doing? Kanisha James, Sylvie. Oh, yes. My homies. My BTS homies. So nice to hang out with you guys for a bit. Kesha, Rage, something, Angie, Amber, Jennifer, Diana, and yes, Susan, Kasha. Happy Thanksgiving Eve, everyone. How you guys doing? How you guys doing today? Everybody okay? Everybody good? DTRG. Yes. You might notice that I'm in a little bit of a down-ish mood today. A lot of you guys probably understand why. Yeah, the Maknae Line. The Maknae Line. Talking about V, Jimin, and JK have started their enlistment process. And from what I've seen so far, that means, from what I've seen, that they will, and RM, I'm sorry. So RM is included in that as well. I just heard about the Maknae Line a while ago, but yeah, RM is in there too. So there we go. Bam. All of them. All of them. All of them are going to be enlisted in the military probably in the next. It's going to be soon. I can't say when exactly. It could be a week. It could be a few days. It could be a couple weeks. I don't know, but it's going to be soon. It's going to be soon, though. That's what I've noticed. It's like as soon as they start the enlistment process, they're in there. They're in there. I don't know. I for some reason I expected them to do one last thing together, some kind of thing, some performance, some show, something, but possibly not. This is it. I thought they were going to be doing a little bit more. In fact, when I watched JK's Golden live on stage concert yesterday, I believed that this was just a sign that they were JK was going to go on a little mini tour, maybe bring Jimin and V with him. I don't know. For some reason, I just thought that we had a little more time with them. I thought we had a little more time with them. And then to announce that they've all enlisted. And yeah, that means that pretty much means they're all going to be in there pretty much right away. So yeah. I'm kind of bummed about it. I'm kind of bummed about it. Carol, DT, do you promise that you will continue reacting to videos of the boys so we can feel the... Yes. Yes, first and foremost, guys, even though BTS is going to be pretty much off the grid for a while, I will be doing BTS videos regularly until they come back. So don't worry, you will be seeing me doing BTS reactions over the next year and a half until they make their comeback. So, and I have a feeling that HYBE is going to release things of them, behind the scenes stuff, other things that they might have recorded over the last year or so. I bet you there's a lot of footage and videos that they haven't released yet that they're probably going to release every so often over the next year. Um, that's just my feeling. I have a feeling that they have a lot of content they're holding on to, and they've been holding on to slowly kind of give every once in a while they're going to release something, some kind of video about BTS, either what they're doing now or what they've done over the year, just to kind of give us something. They're not going to just leave Army hanging for a year and a half. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. So that's my feeling anyway. That's my prediction. It's logical. It makes sense. Even for a business standpoint, it makes sense to just not cut Army completely cold turkey off. That would be mean. I can't imagine them doing that. So I think they're gonna give us a little something regularly over the next year and a half or so. But let's not forget, Jin is gonna be done. Probably next summer, right? In the next 6 months. So in a few months, in several months, Jin will return, and so that's good news. Jin will return. Hobie will return a little bit later after that. But yeah. So it's weird. I'm not gonna lie, it's weird. Why did this have to happen? Okay, here it goes. Here it goes. It's just not fair. It's just not fair. It's not fair, but it is what it is. They have their obligations, and they wanted to do this. They wanted to do their service. They weren't trying to get out of it in any way. I think they're doing the right thing. I think for just the statement that it makes to your countrymen and women. It's a sense of pride that comes with it, a sense of duty, responsibility. I think they're doing the right thing. And I guess, I don't know when you guys started following BTS, but as many of you guys know me, I started in 2020. I keep saying 2000. In 2020, so 4 years ago, almost 4 years ago. And you guys know the journey. You've seen it. You've seen my very first BTS reaction in January 2020. You've seen it. You've seen where I came from, who my bias eventually became. I've seen everything. I've seen all of their Run BTS episodes. I've seen all of their Bon Voyage episodes. And also, speaking of that, a lot of my older reactions on Patreon are gone now because they were hosted on Vimeo, and Vimeo basically deleted all of my older videos from like the very beginning, which is a bummer. And I didn't have the storage space to download that many videos that were that long onto my computer, so I had no choice. So I had a lot of them got deleted before I could do something about it. So that's kind of a bummer. But anyway, so I've seen these guys from their beginning. I've seen their journey. I've seen so much from these guys. They've become such a huge part of my day, my week, of my life. They've become such a big part of my life. And now they're not going to be there. They're not going to be there. And not just me. Like, there's a lot of other YouTube reactors out there, like the What You Got to Say boys, like Josh and Caitlin from the Murasan family, of course. My good friends in Jersey over there. I mean, countless others. There's a lot of people who this has been a big part of their life for a long time, and now they're going to be gone. And now they're going to be gone. It's funny because a lot of my friends, and family, the first thing they asked, they talk about is, what are you going to do when BTS leaves? I heard they're going into the military for like 2 years. They're all concerned for me. Hi, Tanya. Because they know that BTS is a big part of my life. It's a big part of my mood. They make me happy, they make me smile, they make me excited. They stir up so many emotions in me week to week, month to month. There's always something going on. I'm always excited for their next thing. And now it's just like they're not going to be around anymore. And it's a bummer. It's kind of a bummer. So yeah, I'm just letting you know how I feel in this moment. I'm feeling pretty sad. I'm feeling a little bit lost, concerned, worried. I don't know what kind of emotions you guys have, but I'm just feeling a sense of just loss. I'm feeling a sense of just emptiness. That delta, that space of not seeing them. Now I know they're gonna be back. They're gonna be back. They're gonna be back. They're gonna be back in a year and a half. Well, a year and a half. 2025, which seems like a long way away. A lot can happen in a year. A lot can happen. In fact, I was reading. This is pretty sad, but I was reading a lot of my emails that I get from you guys on Patreon, especially. A lot of people DM me on Patreon, and I read those. And a lot of BTS fans are older. You guys know that. A lot of BTS fans are in their 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and even 90s, y'all. 90s. I've talked to them. And a lot can happen in a year is all I'm saying. God forbid anything bad happen to anyone, but a lot can happen in a year. And, this has meant a lot to a lot of different people at certain times in people's lives where you need them the most. BTS certainly came around at the perfect time for me. BTS came along at a time that I was really lost, anxious, confused, depressed, and they literally changed my entire life around. The last 4 years, BTS has been there to make me feel good, to lift my spirits, to give me something to really get excited about, and then to listen to their music and their beautiful voices and their beautiful performances. They just took me away from the dark place I might have been in and the depression that I was going through and the loss that I was going through, and here comes along these guys, and it just changed everything. You guys changed a lot for me. What's up, Amy? Amy is a person who I've talked to for the last several years. This is what I'm talking about. It gave me a community. It made me part of something. It made me part of something bigger than myself. And a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people don't understand what my deal is. Like, what is it about BTS? Everybody always asks me, like, I don't get it. I know you're into BTS. I know you're super into them. I know, but I don't get it. But you're into them. I just don't understand what the big deal is. But hey, I get a lot of that. They don't understand. They don't understand the journey. They don't understand the connection, the emotional connection, the emotional attachment. And we root for them. We're pulling for these guys. We want them to do well. We want them to succeed. We want them to kind of take over the world. We're rooting for these guys, and to root for them and to just believe in them. Man, people are not going to know all of that. They just think, oh, you just listen to music, and if you like the song, you like the song. I don't like the song. Well, I don't like it's more than just a single song. It's more than just a single performance. When you invest in these guys, you invest your heart, you invest your emotions, you really want these guys to do well. You're kind of living through them in a way. And that's a deeper connection to a music group or anything that most people just don't experience. Most people don't experience that. Not on that level. Not deep emotional connection. They don't experience that. They just experience music through their ears. Their ears and their eyes, but they don't have that. You know what I'm saying? And some do. Some do. Some people have that experience from music, from their childhood, but a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't have that feeling about music where you really root for certain guys. And I didn't really feel that way about music until I got into BTS. I didn't really. I listened through my ears. It was just an ear experience, ears and eyes. It wasn't here as much, even though I did listen to songs that I did like and I got pretty emotional about, but the connection wasn't there. And so here I am. Here I am 4 years later. Carol, and you were a big part of my life reacting to them. It brought you and them together, and they made me a better person. I got much better from depression. Thank you, DT, for everything. Well, thank you, Carol. Eva Pullman. Hi, DT. I'm so proud of who BTS are. I feel hopes that they have promised their return, and they will cling to their music till they return. Thank you. And you will cling to their music till they return. Thank you for your truth on your feelings. Rebecca Reardon. There's another name I recognize. Rebecca Reardon. A lot of you guys follow me on social media too. Like you guys are all over my Instagram. And if you guys want to stay close to me, you can follow me on Instagram. It's just dt.parker. You'll get to see a little bit more of my life and what I'm about and what I do. And so if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, you're more than welcome. Rebecca says, I have followed the guy since 2019. That's just a year before me. I cried so much when I read the news as my mom was passing away. I truly give the guys credit for picking up my spirits. Being a part of Army was nothing shy of being fate. My heart and life will never be the same. Yeah, you see what I mean? This is what I'm talking about. This kind of visceral feeling, this type of love. There's no other better way to say it, but love for a group of guys who put out so much love into the world. They put out love into the world. We receive it. We want to put love back out there as well. But yeah, thank you, Rebecca, for sharing that. What is the deal with this guy? Thank you, Tanya. Get rid of this person. They're annoying me. Thank you, Tanya. You're ruining my moment, dude. Anyway. Amy. OMG. So many amazing stories from DT Army. I'm going to watch the replay later to read all of them. Oksana. I recognize your name, Oksana. DT, you're such an amazing person. Your reactions are just so enjoyable, and it makes me not feel like I'm alone. I only have like a few of me and my friends, and your reaction videos make me feel happy. Thank you, Oksana. Thank you, Oksana. And for a lot of you guys who don't comment, because I know there's a lot more of you who watch my videos and don't say anything. It's just not you. I appreciate you guys watching my videos. I appreciate you guys showing me a whole lot of love and support. You guys have defended me sometimes when I say something dumb. Like a lot of you guys have grown pretty close to me as a person, and I really want to thank you guys for that. And I've gotten to know you guys. Got to know you guys. Got to know your lives. You know, and it's just a beautiful thing. It's just a beautiful thing knowing that I'm here in Seattle, Washington. You are wherever you are. And every now and again, we get to connect and enjoy something together. You get to see my face. You get to see me enjoy something that you enjoy. It's a beautiful thing. It's a really beautiful thing. Adriana. My girl, Adriana. Adriana's another one who has been riding with me for a long time. She's a big JK fan. She loves it when I react to JK videos. No, Tanya. No, Tanya. You must have missed it when I said it earlier. No, I'm not leaving. My YouTube channel is going to be around for a while. You know what I'm saying? I will be reacting to BTS videos regularly. And anytime they put out something new, of course, I'm going to be all over it. But you guys also might see me start to react to other groups as well. You know, you guys have told me to check out other groups. There's a lot of talent out there that I haven't really gotten a chance to really put my time in. So I've done it here and there, but you guys have mentioned that there's a lot of talent out there that I kind of haven't had the chance to check out. So you'll see me start reacting to other things as well. I've just been completely involved and invested in pretty much one group. And I know a lot of you guys can get into many groups and get to know them and really attach to them. That's great. I can't do that. I can't do that as well as others. I can't fall in love with many groups at the same time. That's just not me. Once I get involved with one, I'm super into that one. I'm just a loyal type of a guy. Okay, I'm into just one. And but that doesn't mean that I should check out other groups as well. Well, thank you, Lexi. Thank you, Lexi. P1 Harmony. Okay, lots of suggestions, I'm sure. Great name, Bubbly Bubble Bum. That's a great name. Adriana's loyal to BTS. Yeah, a lot of you guys are loyal to those 7 dudes. And I guess for me though, it's not so much loyal. It's more so I'm just super fond of those guys. You know, it's not like I'm loyal to the point where I refuse to check out anyone else or even support anyone else. It's just that I prefer to listen to BTS. I prefer their music. I prefer just them, their personalities, you know, their everything, their sense of humor, I just love them, all of them. Yeah, it's hard. It's even hard to be a solo stan. You know, let's not talk about solo stans again, but it's hard to even love one without thinking of the other 6. You know, like this solo thing was great. I'm so glad they got to do their solo projects this year. They got to express themselves. They got to really be individuals. But even when I was watching them do their solo projects, it's like, man, I miss the guys. I miss the other dudes. I miss the unique personalities, the differences, the different energy, the different talent that they bring. Like I was watching oh, thank you, Adriana. Happy Thanksgiving to you, boo. I love you. But I was watching JK's on stage concert last night, and he was performing. What was that song that he did? That the guys. So show me, I'll show you. So show me, I'll show you. He was singing that song. He was singing it by himself. Magic Shop. That's right. He was singing that by himself on that beautiful stage, but it was just JK singing the song. The audience was participating, and JK was even singing some of the other guys' parts. And I was just like, I miss the guys. Where are the rest of them? Where are the rest? It's not the same. JK, I love you, but I miss the other guys too. Where are they? Where are they? They need to be with you. They need to be with you, boo. And that was an emotional moment. There, you can see the people in the audience. They were like crying. And so, yeah, it just makes you miss. It just makes you miss all 7 of them on stage performing together, hearing their different voices, hearing the rap line, hearing the vocal line, them working together. There's just nothing like that. There's nothing like that. Can't be duplicated. Can't be replicated. You need all 7. You need all 7. Okay, yeah. You guys know what I'm talking about. You guys know. You guys felt the same way during Magic Shop? Show me, I'll show you. Rachel 808. Wow, Rachel 808. And it just feels good seeing your names. Seeing your names, Rachel 808, Amy, Rebecca, Tanya, and the rest of you guys. I recognize your names. I see your names every week, and I have been seeing your names every week for years now. Years. Stephanie Lemons, Carol, I've been seeing your names for years and reading your comments. And like, I will always know you guys. I will always know you guys. I will always recognize your names unless you change them. And it's just such a big part of my life, a big part of my routine, a big part of my social life. You are my social life. No one else that I can talk to about this stuff. No one else will understand. No one else will get it. No one else, because I get judged. I get judged constantly. People judge me. They don't understand. They don't get it. They don't understand. So I can't have a real moment with them. Luckily I have friends like the Murasan family, Josh and Kaylin. I can talk to them. They get it. Isn't it great to be around people who get it, who get you? I think that's another big thing about Army is that we all get each other. We all get each other. We understand the love. We understand the connection. We understand the passion. We understand each other. There's nothing sadder or more depressing than feeling like you don't belong. There's nothing more depressing than that. There's nothing more depressing than feeling like you don't have a place. You don't have a place. You don't have a home. You don't have a community. And you just don't belong. There's nothing sadder than that. There's nothing sadder. And for Army, for you guys, we have a place. We might not meet in person. We don't see each other physically. But we have a place. We have a safe place. And we belong. We all belong. Isn't that great? That's great. This is not a goodbye. I'm not saying goodbye. I'm not saying goodbye. I'm just being emotional today. And I'm kind of reminiscing. I'm not going anywhere. My channel's going to be up. You will still see new videos from time to time. Believe me. Believe me. But yeah. And it's also great that you guys accept me. You guys accept me. You know, listen. I am a 45-year-old dude. 6'2", gym dude, gym bro kind of a dude. And yet I love gymming. I have a thing for gymming. I love BTS. I have BTS tattoos. Okay? You know, I have the BTS merch. I don't look like a typical BTS fan. And yet, you guys welcome me. You guys show me love and support. You guys make me feel like I'm part of Army, which is great. Because, you know, that doesn't happen everywhere. Some people aren't so accepting of different people, you know. Some people just are not very accepting. But you guys took a look at me, even though I'm a little bit weird, even though I can be a little bit douchey. You guys still show me a whole lot of love, a lot of support. You make me feel like family. You make me feel a part of it. And it's just great, you know? Yeah. And we're all different, you know what I'm saying? We're all different ages, different backgrounds, different ethnicities, different everything. We're from all over the world. And yet we feel accepted. We feel, you know, like we're one. We're one people. We're human beings. Yeah. Winky Edra. You guys are making me emotional with the Winky Edra. Dude, am I ever gonna forget that name? Am I ever gonna forget that name, Winky Edra? It makes me laugh every time I say it. But Winky says, hello, TT. Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah. So yeah, it's really cool that I have friends of all types all over, and we get to hang out. We get to hang out, talk BTS, talk about our biases, what songs we like, even though we can get into arguments. Even though we can bicker like family, which is why this is perfect. You know, Thanksgiving is tomorrow. Some of you guys don't believe in Thanksgiving, that's fine. But it's still about family. It still is emblematic of family. And you guys are going to have family over, possibly, where you have relatives that are so different with their different opinions. You know, you have that uncle. You have that one uncle or those two uncles or the brother-in-law or the sister-in-law or the cousin who's just, but they're still family. They're still family. That's the way I feel. We're all a bunch of family sitting at the table with our different opinions, our different personalities, but what brings us together is something special. You know what I'm saying? It's all about what brings us together. And I know a lot of your biases. Amy, I know you love RM. Adriana loves JK. I know a lot of you guys. I have a lot of Jimin fans, obviously, because I'm a Jimin fan. I'm a Jimin biased, so a lot of people are going to be Jimin biased because I'm Jimin biased. I know how it works. And it's fun. It's fun for me. Sometimes it can get a little tense. Sometimes it can get a little tense of whose bias is better at dancing or singing, or whose song was better, and who I think so and so is. You get into all that, blah 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 blah. Tanya, who is your bias? Your bias is. Wait, don't tell me. Tanya's bias is. I want to say. Is it V? Is it V? I want to say V. Is it V? Come on. Come on. Come on. Let me be right. Let me be right, Tanya. Let me be right. Am I right? Tanya, your bias is V? Well, now I need to know now. Who is your bias? Who's your bias? No! I got it wrong. I got your bias wrong, Tanya. Who's your bias again for the class? Tell us all who's your bias. Scream it loud, scream it proud. Who's your bias? What do you mean I got yours wrong, Adriana? You're always talking about JK. Sugar! Tanya's bias is Yoongi. Of course, Tanya, of course. How could I forget? How could I forget? How could I forget? Wait, Adriana, what are you talking about? Who is your bias? Oh, G Cook, that's not a bias. You're shipping. That's different. Yoongia! If some of you guys have multiple biases, which is hilarious. Multiple biases. Something I don't believe in at all. There's no multiple biases. You have your favorite, and you like the other guys as well, but you have your little favorite one. You can't have multiple biases. You love them all, but usually there's just that one, that little bit something. But you love all of them. Multiple biases. What does that even mean? Like for me, like I try to explain to people. Some people just don't get it. Like I love all 7 of them. Like for real. I love all 7 of them. How do I know that I love all 7 of them, but my bias is Jimin? Is that I'll acknowledge when someone outdoes Jimin on any given performance. I give credit where credit is due. Like if V or JK or Jin or RM, J-Hope, any of the guys, if they really kill it on a particular performance in some way, or they just have a little bit, I acknowledge. I'm like, damn. He kind of killed it on that one. That was nice. That was nice. But I still love Jimin. That's not changing. That's not changing. It's not a contest. It's not a contest. You know, like Jimin will always be special to me. You know what I'm saying? He's just the dopest dude ever. I love his music. I love his voice. I love his dancing, obviously. I love his personality. I love his face. I love his fingers. I love his toes. I love Jimin with all of my heart because he just is that guy. He is that personality. He is that light. He is that light in my life. And some of the other guys might have the same effect on you. That being said, Anytime that I see V do what V does with the eyebrow and the voice and the boxy smile and the lip biting, I go, damn. With his beautifulness, I say, damn. Anytime JK comes out with the intense face and he's doing the thing with the muscles, showing off the masculinity and doing his thing, I'm like, well, damn. Anytime I see Yoongi turning into August D and just slaying bar after bar with the hot fire, I'm like, damn. You see what I'm getting at? Do you see what I'm getting at? So what I'm trying to say is that, yes, I love BTS. I love all of the guys for their individual talents. They absolutely kill. They're freaking awesome. But I do have a bias. And that's not changing. DT, you sound like Dr. Seuss. I'm talking about Jim. What does that mean? Did you read JK's letter to Army? No. JK did a letter to Army? Really? No. I have not read or heard about that. Okay, yes, it has to happen. It needs to happen. One time for the Jimin fans. Jimin! That's mine, by the way. I own it. The high-pitched Jimin squeal, I own it. It's mine. It's on Weavers, the JK letter? Okay. All right, then. Of course, I'm going to check it out. Oh, and a lot of you guys probably saw my reaction to the couple of dance videos that Jimin's put out recently. The dance challenge with Taemin. Yeah, Jimin, yeah. And big ups to Taemin, too. That song, Guilty, that song is hot. Good job, Taemin. That song was hot. I've been bumping it in the car. That song was hot. Good job on that one. The music video was dope. So yeah, Taemin, good job on that one. But yes, Jimin joining him for the dance challenge with this thing. Great move. Good job, choreographer. Good job, choreographer. But it was the stuck on you or stuck with you dance video that really made me think. See, now I'm confused. Because like I was saying, Jimin is in fantastic shape. I'm not talking about muscle fitness shape. I'm talking about dancing shape, dancing form. That's different. I'm not talking about that he's just in shape. I'm talking about his sharpness, how sharp his dance moves are in that video. That's not an accident. That's not him running on the treadmill to stay in shape. No. He did the flip. He did the flip that he did 10 years ago. That implies that he's been in the lab. He's working on his moves. He's obviously worked on that flip before he did that video. And my whole thing was, why is he doing that? Why is he getting in dance form? For what? The military? Why would you need to have sharp dance moves in the military? Why would you have to practice your dance moves, sharpness, to be in military shape? No, 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 no. So my thought was, he's doing that for something. You don't get in the lab and make sure all your moves are tight and sharp just to go in the military. Makes no sense. Unless the purpose of it was to give Army one last awesome dance video with the Stuck With You song. Unless the video was the reason why he got so sharp and was in great shape with the flip and the dance moves and the finger dancing. Unless that was the reason. I don't know. Maybe that was it. Maybe he wanted to get in crazy dance shape. He wanted his moves to be sharp and awesome just for that last video. Well, that's a possibility. Or he's cooking something. He's up to something. He's got something cooking. And we're going to see something else. Anyway. Your guess is as good as mine. Okay, some of you guys agree that Jimin was preparing for something. At least you guys agree with me that he was in great shape and he didn't do that for nothing. He didn't do that for nothing. He's up to something. But yeah, another big shout out to all of the solo projects that the guys have done over the last year. It's been over a year. Yeah, we first saw J-Hope's solo album, last summer. Last summer. I was in New Jersey visiting my youngest daughter when I reacted to that MV last year. And now it's been well over a year. And JK just dropped his new album, Golden. And it looks like JK did, in fact, anchor the solo era. The solo projects era. JK was the last one. For a minute, I thought V was going to be the final one, but no, JK was the last. And JK... Are any JK fans? Any JK fans here? Any Jungkook fans? For all my Jungkook biases, you're not gonna want to miss this. Jungkook is special. Jungkook is very, very special, man. He has something special. He has something extra. He has a presence about him. He has a command, a strength, a charisma, physically talented, vocally gifted. He has the look. He has the edginess. He is the golden Maknae. Perfect name. Perfect name given to him by the leader, Namjoon. Perfect name. Because damn, that boy's good. That boy's real good. And I think he's about to do some things. I think that album of his, that Golden album, shockingly good. Stunningly great. The greatness is apparent. Every song, every performance, that was a masterpiece of an album. And I don't say that very often. I don't say that very often. Jimin's album was a masterpiece as well. I got to give Jimin credit as well. They both put a lot of hard work into it. Jimin was awesome. Brilliant producing. You guys have probably seen me watch the Jimin production diary videos. So I can't leave out Jimin. He put out a masterpiece too. But I will say that JK, he's a stud. JK is an absolute stud. And sky's the limit for that dude. If he chooses to continue, which I think he will. But yeah, what a stud, man! I cannot wait to see what he does when he gets back out, when he makes his comeback. But yeah, it's gonna be all the guys. It's gonna be all the guys, and man, when they come back, they're gonna be men. They're gonna be hardened, chiseled men when they get out. They're gonna be men with more life stories to tell. More emotions, more experience, more wisdom. RM is going to have more wisdom, more experience, more stories to tell. So, I think when the guys get out, it will truly be the next chapter. I think it'll be something more great because they're entering a new chapter in life. They've turned the page and they're going to be men in their 30s with men thoughts, men feelings, men pursuits. Different stories. Different stories, different type of connection, different music. And I'm here for it. I can't wait. But the last 10 years, though, the last 10 years, BTS has put their names in the music history books. They're going to be in the pantheon of the greats of all time. Just by their work, the body of work they've done in the last 10 years. They've cemented their name, that their legacy is secure just by what they've done in the last 10 years. If they do extra, if they do more greatness in chapter 2 of their journey, icing on the cake, because they've already done it. They've already done it. The last 10 years, they've already stamped their legacy in music history. And we saw it. We saw it, didn't we? We saw it. We saw it, didn't we? Yeah. DT, why don't you react to K-dramas? Ah, yes, the K-drama thing. I need to. They're a little bit harder to react to because a lot of them get blocked. A lot of the K-dramas are very hard to react to, but I've seen other reactors do it, so I'll try to come up with a solution. But they're a little bit tougher to react to, a lot of those K-dramas, but I'll see what I can do. Anyway, that is my live stream for the week. I know it was kind of a little bit more of an emotional one. Patreon. Oh no, it's not the it's the actual recording of the K-drama that is tough because I can't even record sometimes. It's complicated. Anyway, I'll come up with a solution. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining my live stream. There will be others. I'm not going anywhere. There will be other live streams. There'll be a lot more video reactions. Don't worry about a thing. And yeah, I couldn't live without you guys. I can't live without you guys. But this is a time for thinking about family. You know, enjoy your holiday, enjoy your Thanksgiving. Really have some perspective and appreciation for your blessings. Okay? And just let Thanksgiving be a day of just warmth and appreciation, and just appreciate what you have, you know. Anyway, till next time, y'all.